Hey everyone, this is Jenna, your holistic practitioner, and today we're going to talk about foods that make your posterior bigger, and we're also going to have some BBL talk. And maybe someone who is thinking about getting a BBL. I just came across an article about another woman who's lost her life due to getting a BBL. So I said, let me see if I can make this video. As you guys come in, say hello and let me know where you are from. If you can hear me, press the hearts. We love to be interactive, guys. So don't be shy. If you're able, please say hello. And how is everyone doing today? How are you guys doing today? Hi, Miss Jessica, is it? Okay, so we got Memphis, Miss Monica, hello. Hi, come on in, talk. So yeah, please share, and once you share, please let me know you shared so I can say thank you for sharing to you. So first, I'm going to talk about side effects of BBL, y'all. Side effects of BBL. I think that would be great. So even if you've had a BBL and you're reaching this video a little too late, you can kind of look out for some things that may happen and you could kind of like start preventing it, okay? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, pain and discomfort. You know what? Of course you guys know it's gonna be pain and discomfort. Scarring, okay? Scarring. It takes a long time to heal too. And I'm noticing a lot of older women are getting it. And sometimes as you get older, we don't heal the same. It affects your immune system as well, guys, so be careful. So you really have to start living a life of just being real healthy, like what you eat, and you have to stop smoking and drinking. And do you know people still do that and after having that surgery? And even though they may sell it as cosmetic surgery, it's serious surgery. Right?
It is serious surgery.
It's real serious, guys. And then a lot of women are trying to get it, and then they want to get the discounted ones. And the discounted ones are not good because the person may not be as, what is it, proficient in it, you know? They're going to use all kinds of chemicals. So, I don't know. What you guys think? Do you think it's something that's good? You think it's just, it's for makeup, or, I know it's people's choices, but I like to give people a natural way to deal with things. I think people feel like it's okay because it's cosmetic. So cosmetic means it's not that serious. No, it's serious up surgery. So my husband was saying he looked at a video one day. Remember you said you looked at that video, Andrew?
Yes.
And what were they doing? They were taking something. They were taking like something like a poker. It's like something that's like this.
Oh, yeah.
And they go up under your skin and they scrape and they scrape and they scrape and they scrape. I mean, it's just terrible. You guys are out, right? You're sleeping, and then you wake up and it's like you've been like mobbed by 20 people when you get up. You swell so bad, and things, and anything that drains. Like, you guys got to put drainage in and stuff. Like, they put like tubes and stuff, because I know this is trending on social media. I mean, people are building their whole social medias off of BBLs. Am I hating? Of course. Of course I'm hating a little bit. You know, because it's crazy how people will kind of like, you know, group to that type of thing. They don't care about what I'm talking about, which is be proud of yourself and do it naturally. We're going to go ahead and talk about some natural things that you can do. But of course I'm hating. Of course. You thought I was going to say no? Okay. I'm hating just a little bit. But at the end of the day, I'm also like, I feel kind of bad for them because they don't know the type of situation that can happen down the line. I mean, I've heard people talk about how they've almost died on the table trying to be beautiful. There are specials out there, Lifetime specials, and K. Michelle and Lala, all of them did specials about basically women, you know, dying to be beautiful, you know, because it's not just about physical issues, it's about mental issues, because a lot of these women who get these type of bodies, you know, the BBLs, the 360s, the mommy makeovers, the tummy tucks, the boob surgeries, all of that, they're already beautiful. They're already like, okay, let's talk about it, right?
Exactly.
God made us all different. There's this thing called body types. Which body type are you? That's one thing. Like, when you want to lose weight and things like that, one thing you need to know is, what body type are you? Are you an athletic type? Athletic type is pretty much, you're even all over. So the way that you are on the bottom, the top, you're the same as the bottom. You're not like, you know, bigger on top than bottom, whatever. Okay, then there's apple shape. Okay, apple shape, right? That's when you are more round all over, right?
Right, exactly.
Then there's pear shape. Oh, I used to know this lady. She used to work in the salon that I used to get my hair done when I was a teenager. And I thought it was so cool how her body was, because if you looked at her, like if you actually looked at this woman from the top to here, you would think she was 135 pounds. She had what I wanted at the time, because I'm like pretty even all over. I have a big head, wide shoulders. I have no hips though. Okay, I have no hips. If I turn around, then it's all of this back there. I don't know what that's about, but I do. It's actually insulin resistance. But anyway, who cares about that? And this lady, she actually looked like she's like 130 pounds. But if you saw the rest of her, she looked like she was 200 pounds. And I was like, whoa, I'd rather that than what I had. But no, I didn't try to say, let me go ahead and suck the fat out. Let me starve myself. Let me reshape what my parents gave me. Because that's basically what happens, you know. You're trying to reshape what God is giving you through your parents, because we're vessels, you know, all children come from God, but they come through us, you feel me? And so, with that being said, be proud of yourself. Then there's this pear shape, apple shape. Darn, let me go look this up so I can have more content on this video, because I swear I'm at this age, I'll be 41 soon, and I know that my mind does not work the same like it did when I was 20. I think I have some comments.
Okay, yeah, we have some comments. Okay, welcome guys, welcome. Okay, so we have Miss Monica from Memphis. Welcome, Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, we have Miss Jessica. She said, hey, she's from Brooklyn. Miss Tina, she said, hello. All right, so we have some comments here. Okay, we have Miss Monica. She said, I definitely will keep researching before I do something like that. And then we have Miss Tina that says, I know a lot of people that got it done, and it's a serious surgery. I go to the gym doing my lunch break because it's the only time I
Guys,
have.
share this video. Help my views, please, because the views are getting on my nerves. I got an eye strain a few days ago because I was trying to force myself not to look at it. I was like, why does my eye hurt? First and foremost, it wasn't because of the live. I'm not going to blame the live. It's because I hadn't eaten enough that day. So what happens is if you don't eat enough, your body will actually take the sugars from your muscle. Well, your eyes are a muscle. Your hair, everything has something to do with what you don't eat. So I don't know who that's for, but share this video, please. I'm too old for this. I'm too old to be sitting here giving you all of me, letting you hear my husband's voice, giving you this tea to help save somebody for my views to look like I'm in here for 2 seconds, or I've been doing this for 2 seconds. Okay, y'all need to help me out by sharing, hitting those hearts, leaving comments. I don't mean no harm. All right, let's go.
Okay. And
Please.
Because it's only time. Okay, I have, but I'm having a hard time trying to build hips. Okay.
Yeah, I have no hips.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Jessica. Yeah, get these. Please help your girl out, because I can't do it. I can't help myself out in that. That's the viewers. We need, what is it called? The viewer choice.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
the viewers. You have more power than I do.
Thank you guys for sharing. I see the shares coming through.
Okay. Any more comments?
Okay. Then we have Mr. Mitria, who said, I got gastric bypass and I need to gain more weight, so I eat high protein foods and ice cream at night. Weight gain is probably difficult for her. Yeah.
Just think about something sad. You'll put on all the weight you need. Okay, the 5 main body type shapes are rectangle.
Okay.
Who in here is a rectangle?
The 5 main body shapes, guys, are
rectangle.
Number 1 is rectangle.
Okay,
what
so
does
a rectangle is like this.
Yeah.
You're boxy.
Yeah, straight up and down.
Is that what it is? Okay, straight up and down, boxy.
Yeah.
You don't have like the shape.
No
I don't
hips,
know. No hips, no nothing.
Yeah. Straight up and down.
Yeah, hourglass shape. That's like you got the nice ideal shape,
okay,
which
that's
is the thin.
The lady that's walking around with a personal, like a permanent waist trainer.
There you go. Pear. That's what it is. Pear shape. I think I said pear. Pear shape. That's the small at the top. That's the lady I was describing earlier in the video. And apple. Okay? So which one are you? Let's talk about rectangle. The rectangle body type is the most straightforward type. The body type is often described as an athletic build. Did I say I'm athletic? Oh no, I'm not athletic.
You're not rectangle.
I'm not rectangle.
You're not a rectangle.
This body type is often described as athletic, as women who identify with it have features of the similar widths. Rectangle bodies are composed of similar shoulders, bust, and hip width. So I am athletic.
You are athletic.
Okay.
I've been telling you that
My
for a long
husband's been
time.
saying that I'm athletic for years, but I thought athletic was like Serena Williams, or an athlete. But yeah, I'm pretty much even all over. Like I'm not, so that's good. Shorter women have rectangle body type. It can result in them looking shorter and heavier than they actually are. To determine if you're a rectangle, measure your shoulders, bust, and hip width. If your measurements are all similar for every area, you're most likely a rectangle shape. There you go. I hope I'm educating you guys on your body types, because a lot of us don't understand that if you're a rectangle person and then you're trying to get this huge BBL, this huge posterior, how is that going to affect the rest of your body? So you guys are watching the Cardi B's and I don't know whoever else has a big, all the Kardashians. Oh my gosh, I'm watching that new Kardashian show on Hulu, which is called The Kardashians. But I was looking at, hey, they got too much money for me to call the name out. So I'm not going to say who I'm talking about, but the one who's blonde, okay? I was looking at her. And I was like, oh my gosh, why is she doing that to herself? Like, why are they like that? I just feel like they look kind of augmented too much, if you will. And I know someone told me to stop using big words, but I can't help it. Okay. Um, Inverted triangle. Okay. When determining body type, an inverted triangle is an upside down triangle described as any body shape with larger proportions on top than it is on the bottom. And this all has something to do with the topic. I'm going to tell you why. Because when you're reshaping your body, no matter what you're doing, whether you're getting new boobs, whether you're getting a smaller waist, whether you're trying to get a big butt, you guys, please keep hitting the hearts. Please keep sharing. I don't know what to do to keep y'all. I don't know. It's like this. I feel like this. I feel like everyone only gets emotionally involved if they're being insulted. I'm not going to insult anyone who watches me. I see videos every day that people cuss at them, call them out their names, and they just love them. But it seems like with me, you guys are you're getting so much education that you're not even trying to give back to my videos. And I'm going to say this every video until I get what I need in Jesus' name. I'm not going to give up. Because I feel like I can have that same type of flow in that. But, you know, I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to disrespect my husband. I'm not going to disrespect myself. I'm just here to give you guys information. Okay? And if you need any kind of guidance on, I don't know how to make my services seem tangible and things like that, which is something that you feel like within yourself. But I'm going to figure this out because I want to increase my clientele. So I don't know, but I do give a service. My product is my service. And if you're looking for any kind of support on this type of topic where you do not want to go and get surgeries, whether it's BBLs, whether it's gastric bypass, I don't know. I'm not here to tell you which is better. I'm just telling you that maybe it may not be for you. Okay, so inverted triangle, this is another athletic shape as the waist and legs have significantly smaller widths than the bust and the shoulders. So here again, if someone tries to augment that, they're going to start having shoulder problems, right? If you try to make the top heavier or you try to make the bottom heavier, how is that going to affect your legs? People, I've seen people who've had the BBLs and all this surgery, they walk horribly or they can't sit, but when they stand, they look like they're in pain.
Now let's talk about this for a second, right? So you just said something that I think is major, right? Once you get the surgery, you're having you can't sit.
Right.
Like, that is major. Now, I think some people are used to recovery time and healing and the idea of having a surgery and probably going through pain or discomfort for a while.
You place this in the story?
I'm doing it now.
Just sharing it?
I'm doing it now.
Okay. No, not doing that special thing. I'm talking about share it straight in there.
Okay.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, this is a major part of your body, which is your posterior, and it has a function. You know?
Yeah.
And when it's in discomfort, you will definitely feel it.
Yeah, like some women need chest reduction, right? And usually if you have if your chest is really, really big and it's become a problem where it's causing you back problems and stuff like that, you have to kind of reshape yourself by your foods. You get what I'm saying? Basically chicken, and I actually started eating chicken again. And I know for a fact that if you don't get the chicken that doesn't say no hormones, you're going to be basically exposed to more hormones. And so that's going to make your boobs more heavier. It's going to make them sore and things like that. It's all hormonal. So instead of getting surgery, sometimes you have to just adjust your diet. That way you're not getting those type of hormones in your body that feeds more of your chest area, if you will. Right?
Exactly.
Hourglass body is the classic bombshell shape, of course. This body type is named for the contoured shape of the waist compared to your bust and hips. To determine if you have an hourglass shape,
Welcome everyone that's coming into the live.
Study your body in full-length mirror. Welcome, guys. If your curves resemble that of a Coke bottle, you most likely have an hourglass figure, which is crazy. That the Coke bottle is like the sleekness of what a lot of us women. But it's funny that sugar will actually increase your waist. So drinking products that have a lot of sugar in it will definitely not give you a Coke bottle image. It will give you an apple image. But that's just my opinion. Okay, so you guys kind of know about that, right? So with the hourglass shape, a lot of us women, we don't even have that naturally, and I think it's because of, thank you guys, who gave that? Miss Lamika, thank you so much for those stars. And it's because of our diets, guys. You know, I'm of a particular age. I've never had a Coke bottle, shape, and I don't think anyone in my family does. So I just never kind of aspired to do that. But I do feel like I want a smaller situation naturally, like I do. But I figured how to do that for my size and for my lifestyle, just to decrease my sugar, also to decrease my wheat gluten. Like I'm not able to eat like noodles, like spaghetti and stuff like that. I've learned that I can't eat certain things because if I do, my gut will, it's called distension. So sometimes we just walk around and we're just bloated all the time. You're thinking that your stomach is fat when it's really bloated. There's a difference between being, just having an extra insulation there versus just being distended, which is literally where you have air or gases in your stomach that's forcing your stomach to poke out that way. And then you have to kind of figure it out instead of doing this and getting the surgery. One thing I always look back at Wendy Williams, that's one of my girls, I love her. But she had surgery, as everyone knows, she's been augmented quite a bit, and now she's going through some issues. And I myself, I kind of tie that together. I know average person does not do that, and technically I can't do that. I can just say I can know that having those type of surgeries does open up yourself to having some serious immune issues and what they call autoimmune issues, which auto just means that basically your body automatically just wants to protect itself against everything. And so if your immune system is always trying to protect itself when you really need it, it won't be as strong because it's always on. Apple shape is identified for its rounder shape, guys. Okay, and the reason why, again, I am reading this is so you can kind of identify with what shape you are, so you can stop just wanting this one shape, which is a bigger butt, which is literally killing women all over the world every day. I mean, you can just open up your cell phone and you may see a story or two per month of someone losing their life from having that type of surgery. Okay, so we all know this is true. Pear shape, of course, is the shape of your top being very much smaller than your bottom half, and that's that hippie, that kind of like that Beyonce shape where it's nice and hips. And I know that's probably another ideal shape that a lot of women want, but each shape comes with its pros and its cons. Okay, so that's why I did that. I hope that helped you guys out. So if you're thinking about getting surgery on, just think about that. And another thing is, are you meant to have a big butt? I'm going to tell you guys, it's more than a notion, because I know what it really means to have a big butt. It means that my sugars are high, I'm insulin resistant. Just like if your stomach is always big, it's a sugar problem. And so having insulin resistance leads to PCOS, it leads to being overweight, it leads to a host of issues. Hirsutism, which is the hair growth, the hyperpigmentation, the mood swings, infertility. So, I mean, if I had my choice, I'm not saying I would want to, look like SpongeBob, because I think people feel like, hey, if I don't have this big butt, I'm going to look like this. I think that's a negative image that we have. You just ask God to help you to get a better shape that's for you. I don't think God would frown on that because this is our temple. But one thing we don't want to do is we don't want to risk ourselves to have a big butt when you're not meant to have that. If you were, you would have it. Okay? You can get infections. How many of you have heard about people who have BBLs, they get infections, okay? You can get scarring. Yes, of course. When they're digging, it's scarring. You can get lumps and bumps under the skin, which is like an indicator of your immune system trying to kind of like cover itself and rebuild, but it's not able to do it because you literally took you took fat from your gut and put it in your posterior. And that fat in your gut is full of hormones. And then you're putting it back there. And then you have to do certain things. You have to work out more and you have to keep in shape and you have to do all of this stuff. When in actuality, you didn't have to do the during surgery in the first place. All you had to do is increase maybe your protein, increase your sleep. You know, a lot of women who get BBLs have issues with sleep before they get the BBL. See, sleep in and of itself helps shape. See, I'm talking too much and you guys are listening too much. Guys, can you help me out here?
Okay.
I'm talking too much and they're listening too much.
Hey guys, what's going on? Guys, make sure you share this video and let everyone know that we're live right now. Thank you guys so much for supporting. I see the support coming through. Those guys who are actually active, you guys are awesome. All right, so let's see what's going on in the comment. What's going on in comment land? Let's see.
I tell you, boy, I just don't know if I'm getting through to anyone because they're so quiet.
Are we helping you guys?
Yeah, is this helping you at all? Is this helping you guys? I hope so. I really do. We're about to talk about some foods that will give you
what? A BBL? A natural one?
a
What?
natural increase.
In the rompus?
Just to let you know, guys know that the gluteus maximus is a muscle.
It is a muscle.
Can somebody go ahead and type that up? Your gluteus maximus. It's gluteus to the maximus. It's actually gluteus to the minimus in here because no one's saying anything. Okay? Which I don't understand. Yeah, the gluteus maximus is a muscle. So the way that you increase it, you know, is by eating things that would increase muscle.
Exactly.
And one thing that decreases muscle, I'm about to get off of here.
I see you, Miss Tina. She said yes.
I'm about to get off of here because you guys are too quiet. I know Miss Lamika, she's in here. She's one of my rides.
My
rides,
is a
but
muscle. It's a muscle, yes.
The rest of you guys, if you guys don't hit those hearts and share, I'm about to get off of here because the thing about it is, it's not beneficial for me to sit here and talk and no one's talking to me.
Exactly. We're also going to pick some people to add to our support community.
Yeah.
So the most active people on here will actually get a invitation to our support community. All right.
Hi, Miss Bernice. Okay. Who else can say hello and tell me where you guys are from?
Okay, shout out to Miss Bernice. She's from Louisville, Kentucky. Welcome. I see you guys coming through. Yes, we are talking about BBLs and the disaster of a BBL. What does that mean? What does it stand for? What does
Disasters. I can't get this butterfly through here.
Oh no. What does BBL mean?
Oh, I'm not going to say that.
Oh, we can't say it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But that's why there's an acronym. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't say that.
Okay.
I choose not to. You guys can look that up.
Okay. All right. Shout out to Miss Deborah. Welcome. She's from Virginia Beach.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, remember I said earlier, I said, you know what, your butt's not gonna, like basically, well, put it this way. Let's talk about what makes muscle weaker. Because remember, I said that your gluteus maximus is actually a muscle. Oh. And so if you're under a lot of stress, you're more than likely you are producing a lot of adrenaline. And what does adrenaline do, babe?
Oh, adrenaline actually inhibits muscle formation.
Yeah, I had went through like this weight loss like a few years ago, and everything was the same. And then I turned around, and I looked like SpongeBob. Like I was fine with that though, because the scale was like great, you know. I didn't care. But that is one thing that left my butt. Okay, it left because I have one of those just natural stuff. Like I just turn around, and that's how I got my husband 20 years ago. It was bigger back then. And I didn't like it. But anyway, the first thing that happened when I was stressed out years ago, my butt left. And so why that happened, it wasn't because I was doing squats. It was because I was circulating a lot of stress hormones. And those stress hormones will make you flat. So go ahead, somebody type that up. Stress will make you flat back there. Okay? Because a lot of women feel this, that your beauty is in your booty. It is not, but we feel that way, don't we? We feel like if we do not have a big butt, no man is going to want us. I got a man right here, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask him.
Okay.
My man is going to help you guys really, really understand about why men look at the booty.
Oh,
and how far it gets you when you have a big one. Now, be real, because you told me this years ago, and I want you to get back into your mental Rolodex.
Okay.
Why are men attracted to women with big butts in the first place? And what does the big butt put the man's mind in thought of? What do you guys think of when you are looking at the booty?
I feel like
are you thinking about marriage?
No, we're not thinking about marriage.
Baby carriage?
No, we're not thinking about baby carriage.
What are you guys thinking about when you are looking at the booty?
Nothing of any type of deepness at all.
No. No. And if that's what you're leading with, this is why you're single, ladies. Because you're leading with something that people are buying on the street. Okay? They're buying on the street. They're going to look at strip clubs, because my husband used to love the strip clubs. And I remember when we were dating, I was still at my grandparents' house. I was a little young thing. And he called me one day, and he was drunk. And I said, "Where are you?" He said, "I'm coming from the bar." Now, I thought it was just a regular bar. And later on, he was at a woman's bar. And I was like, look, I told him before I even knew that, I said, "Don't call me like that anymore." I said, "Never call me drunk again." And he said, because I said that,
exactly.
But what did that tell you about my character?
Oh, it told me that she was a type of lady that I could actually take serious.
Okay, women really wanted to hear you, because I see the women saying inquiring minds want to know. So I'm going to give you
I think that was about the stress weight and the stress losing your butt. But okay,
yeah, that was I know that. But what do men really want? Look, a big butt is a stage in a man's life, correct?
It is
a
stage.
Go ahead.
Because, we are sold that on television and everything, and it may be some, anywho.
When you first saw me at Golden Corral, right?
Oh, gosh.
What's the first thing you looked at? When I turned around, you had your little moment like Gregory Hines and
I did.
And Loretta Devine,
and
correct?
Loretta Devine,
I was Loretta Devine,
and
what
I
happened?
was Gregory Hines, because I look back.
There you go.
I look back.
And so that was the first attraction.
But that was the first attraction.
But was that the only attraction?
No, that did not keep me.
That didn't keep. Okay, come on, educate these young ladies.
Yeah, that did not keep me. And in fact, to be honest, that's not what got me in the door in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, just seeing you got me in the door in the first place. Mm-hmm. Right? Because I had run across you years before. Mm-hmm. And
you was with another big booty girl. Because he loved big booties.
I life.
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Y'all hit the mad love button. The mad love. Because he was with another big booty chick.
Oh,
in fact,
gosh.
all of his exes has big booties. So what's really going on?
Okay, but that's not what kept me there.
Yeah, because he ain't with none of them. But
no,
go ahead.
If you recall, there were some things that we talked about,
and what made you feel like I was married material? Because you grabbed me up real fast. Go ahead.
So okay.
Go
The
ahead.
first thing was you. Let's go back to when you were talking about when I called you. You said, "Don't call me like that anymore." I actually liked that. It was a woman with standards.
I was raving.
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, there was a woman with standards, you know, and it looked like she had some positive upbringing. I like that.
And I just happened to have a big butt.
Yeah, and you just happened
now,
to have one.
What if I didn't have anything else to give you? What would you have done?
Oh, I wouldn't have stayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all those other ladies, they might have had like the external part or whatever. But if a guy really, really wants to be with you, he's going to see what else is going on. He's going to have a conversation with you.
And we had conversations.
You know, because it's like the first thing I feel that men, of course, a man looks at a woman's body because it gets him the mind of sleeping with her. I mean, that's just natural. You know what I mean? That's why you're not supposed to just give it up really quick. Because he didn't even get time to see if you were anybody else
that you actually want to be with, right?
Yeah.
Another thing, we sat at a table and we had our date. We went to a restaurant, we had our date, and I just, I was looking at the way she was carrying herself at the dinner date.
What was I doing?
And how you were picking up the different forks and all those things. And do you recall what it? If I asked you a certain question, you remember the question I asked you?
I don't remember. 20 years ago.
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie.
I asked you, did you know how to set a table?
I thought we were on the phone when you asked me that. Of course, okay.
Yeah, I may be mixing.
Who in here knows how to set a table?
Yeah, I asked her that. Because it seemed like she knew there was a difference between a salad fork.
Oh yeah, I knew the difference between a salad fork and a regular fork.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I was taught.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, oh, okay. And at the time, I was a suit and tie wearing young man, and I wanted a certain type of lady.
Yeah. And then the butt becomes, they don't even matter at that time. You get what I'm saying? Because he's connected with something, the correct thing. And so I say that because I don't think women get big butts for themselves. I think big butts are for men. I feel like you feel that a man is going to be attracted to you with a big butt. But I'm going to tell you guys, have you seen the scarring that happens? Oh, and don't even count about if you're a person who has high blood pressure, or count this, high blood pressure, diabetes, because high blood pressure and diabetes causes you to not be able to heal. So if the natural healing time is 6 months, it would take someone with hypertension maybe longer. Now, I'm not making any medical claims or anything. I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you not to go out and get your BBLs today. I'm not doing that. I'm just spreading some knowledge, some facts, some opinions, okay, based on my own life and research and being a holistic practitioner. How was that?
Sounds good.
That's my little disclaimer.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that being said, I actually heard somebody who actually almost died on the table because they had blood pressure issues. First and foremost, guys, if you have high blood pressure, let's talk about someone who's already deceased. Kanye West's mother.
Okay.
She had no business getting that surgery because she was a diabetic. First of all, she was over 45. She was over 50 probably. And she had no business doing that. Now, of course, several doctors had turned her down, and because she's Kanye West's, mother, they had money. It was someone who was able to do it, whatever, I get it. If someone tells you, and this is to anyone who is thinking about getting that surgery. If they tell you, no, I'm not going to perform that surgery, honor that. Don't try to go somewhere else, because there is someone who would break the rules because they need $1. And if you were to convulse on that table, they will literally chuck you to the darn corner, literally, because there's a story out there of a woman who was dropped off in front of a darn hospital, and they left her there, and they drove off, and they left her there. That's exactly what they would do. They would do the surgery, you would convulse, and then they would drop you on the side of the road like you never existed, to protect themselves, because they just wanted $1. No, I mean, that's a real story.
Yeah.
You can Google it. I'm not making that up. You can just put in woman who was dropped off in front of a hospital BBL, and it'll pop up. Okay? I'll probably put that story to this darn video, that story. Yeah, I'll put it in the comments so you can read it, because I have it. And it's sad. And so, I don't know if you guys heard about this woman back in, don't know the year, but her name was Sarah Bartman. Bartman, I don't know. But you know what? I have my cell phone right here. Hello. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look up Sarah Bartman. Okay? Who in here knows who Sarah Bartman is? Or was? If you do, say yes. If you don't, say no. Okay? Sarah, all you gotta do is put a Bart, and it'll just come up. Hello, Sarah Bartman, and I was correct. Sarah Bartman, okay. First and foremost, Sarah Bartman, if you actually Google her, y'all will see what her body type was. She was a woman who was, I guess, a big woman, but she had this big, huge butt. And they put this woman out on display in front of everybody. Embarrassed her, mockeried her. I mean, really. And I think this issue with having a bigger butt comes from this, which is from the year the 1800s.
Oh.
We all know what was going down in the 1800s.
Yeah,
Don't we?
that's way
Okay,
back,
I ain't gotta say it. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? And so what happened is this. God, I'm not reading all of that. I come on. Keep them busy. Keep them busy.
Guys, make sure you share this broadcast up. And let everyone know we're now live. Okay, shout out to Miss Bernice. Shout out to Miss Lamika. Shout out to Miss Tina. You guys are so awesome.
Okay. So this is what happened, okay? Basically, she died. You know, I'm just going to give you guys what... I'm not reading all that, because it's a whole bunch of stuff, and some of the words I can't say.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say is, this woman was put out on display...
Well, you can Google it.
And things like that. It's because she had a big butt. Big butts back then were weird. They were like... They had freak shows.
So there's like a... Yeah,
she
like
was
a
like
sideshow.
a sideshow. And it's funny because if you look her picture up, that's exactly how we're looking now. And the Kardashians. They're all looking like that too. And it's like, it's ridiculous. So when she died, they cut up her body. They sold it. They did all kinds of stuff. I mean, they treated us, oh my gosh, it's so sad. And that's why a lot of people just want to go and just kind of forget our history and things like that, because it's so unfortunate. And it's very unfortunate because they had no control over that. But today, we do. We do have more control over what we do. And so that's what this video is about. This video is about having pride in yourself, not being want to be out in display. Like a woman who has a big butt going down the street. You already have a big butt, but what you got the tight jeans on for, and what you got this, and why you got to switch more. You're selling yourself. We were sold.
Okay,
we were naturally sold years ago. Like cars. That's what we would do. Right? That's what happened.
Like cars and horses and things like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were precious cargo, right? And now what we're doing is we're putting ourselves on display. Think about it. I just had my husband talk to you about it. It's only good for one thing. When a man is just looking at you for your posterior, he don't want nothing else. Right?
That's true.
All right. I'm sorry.
Okay, personally, I know about 5 ladies that got BBL, and it's a lot of care afterwards that goes along with it. That's from Miss Tina.
You can't sit down. You can't even clean yourself when you go to the bathroom. You have to have somebody else there. You have, like, all of your abilities are probably gone for about 4 months.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? You have to lie down on your stomach, which has probably been surgered on, because that's where they get the fat from your stomach area. And they're putting your stomach area fat and your posterior fat. And does it belong there? No. Different fat in different areas are supposed to be in that area. The fat from my leg shouldn't go in my face.
Mm-hmm. And the fats are actually...
Then your face gonna look like it's walking.
And the fats are actually connected to something. So for them to remove it from one area, they have to disconnect it from tissues to
Right.
put it into another area.
And they're blind doing it because you can't really see what's up in there. You know what I mean? You can't. So they're just literally poking. It's blind, what we call in the hair game, blind cutting. Okay? So they're doing, they're puncturing stuff. And that's why some women are dying, because what they're doing is, when they put the fat in, they're blindly doing this. And so sometimes they'll puncture a main artery and put fat in the artery. And you know what happens when you get fat in your arteries, right? You get a heart attack, you get an embolism, you get a blood clot, and then you die.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. And the posterior actually is not a clean area. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a clean area. So...
Oh, and while you get your thoughts across, I'm going to get mine. Just to let you know, some people have necrotic tissue.
Yes, it's prone for infection.
Okay? You know what necrotic means?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Somebody go ahead and look it up for me. I'm not going to tell all. Oh, look at this snowflake. Hello.
Oh, I like the snowflake.
Yeah. Necrotic, and necrotic tissue is not cool. I have dealt with necrotic tissue before when I was a caregiver. It's not cool. And you're trying to be all sexy, but you're gonna smell like
death. I'm sorry.
You're gonna smell bad. You're gonna have to wear a fupa or Faja.
Oh, Faja.
Not a fupa, I'm sorry, that's something else.
Yeah.
A Faja for months. I mean, if I want my butt to be bigger, why do I have to cover it up all the darn time now? You gotta look like you're a darn G.I. Joe doll, all tight and stiff. Am I hating? Heck no.
Well,
I'd rather be Jigglypuffs. I'd rather have my darn love handles. I'd rather have my darn bakery in my back, my rolls. I'd rather have my cellulite. I'd rather have all that than been having to sit here and depend on him to wipe my butt. I don't want to depend on this man to do none of that. Not now. Because some men gonna stick with you. But you know what this man would say? I told you so.
No.
That's exactly what he would say. Because I'm sure he'd be like, girl, you don't need that.
I would say something.
Because some women, most women don't listen. If a man told you he loved you for who you are, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't receive it. Because there's something literally wrong with you. Why else? I mean, you know, everybody know when they going to get them surgeries, you know for a fact that you're going to be out of commission for months. And the thing about it is you guys look at other people's success stories, but that's their story. I read another story, of course, it's kind of off key, but it's the same thing with women. Childbirth. So this woman had a baby, she had a C-section. And she was fine, but then a week later she started feeling bad. So she went to the doctors, and you know, when we go to the doctors, a lot of them don't take us serious. They'll say, oh, it's nothing. They told her to go home. They told her to take a darn aspirin, do this. Oh, it's nothing. Make a long story short, she dropped dead about 2 weeks after having her darn child, because what had happened was she had a whole darn blood infection, or something like that. Her blood pressure was really, really high, and they didn't care for her properly. And that's what's going, when women have these surgeries, because men ain't having them, women are having them. And if a man is sitting there forcing you to do that, he don't really love you. It's like that song back in the day from TLC, Unpretty. If you saw the video Unpretty, one of them was when Chili was sitting on the table. She saw somebody else getting a dirt augmentation to her chest, and she saw the pain, and she said, you know what, forget that. And the man was like, yeah, go ahead and get it. And she kicked him at the end. She was like, oh, heck no, I'm not getting that, because he don't love you if he's trying to tell you. And the thing about it is, a man's not going to tell you straight up, go get your butt done. He may look at other women with big butts, or do that or whatever. He might do it what they would call passive aggressively. But that's your body. Okay? And you got to keep your mind intact so you don't feel like you have to go and do some crazy stuff. Because I'm going to tell you, he going to cry a few tears at your funeral and move on to the next one. Mm-hmm. Because he ain't going to pay the right amount. He's not going to encourage you to go to a professional that's going to charge you $30,000 for it. Y'all going to pay $7,000. And then risk your life. Is it worth it?
Definitely not.
It's not worth it. It's cosmetic. It's very low, regulated. Mm-hmm. You don't need a lot of, everybody's not going to Dr. Miami. You have to look up, if you can't look these doctors up, if they don't have any credentials, you shouldn't go to them. Because this is your life on the line. Just to freaking have a fake butt? Really, you got to do more research.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really your life.
But I'm not telling you not to get it, though. This is not a video to tell you not to get it, because I can't tell you that, because I ain't never had it, but I'm just saying.
Really? It's their choice. Guys, thank you so much. Guys, make sure you share this broadcast out. Let everyone know that we're live.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Who wants to hear me? I want to hear you. I want to know what y'all think.
Is it worth it to you guys?
Right? Is it worth it? Is there anybody in here who has had the surgery? Mm-hmm. Is there anybody who's thinking about getting the surgery? Thinking about it? Are you thinking about it? We're going to go over some foods that will help you to get a bigger butt naturally, guys. I do this stuff because I want you guys to be more thoughtful on yourself. A lot of us, we just jump into it. We're all kind of like sheep, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. You have to learn who you're following, though. Okay? That's why they say sheep, because sheep aren't necessarily aware of who they're following, but we're above the animals. Okay? So don't ever think that it's wrong to be sheep, because, Jesus is the shepherd and we're his sheep. Hello? We're supposed to follow him. So don't let the devil reclassify what sheep are. Sheep are that's fine. But you got to be careful of who you follow. Correct?
Exactly. Yes. Guys, if you want to gain some weight, just eat some steaks.
Well, the gut is very tough, guys. To break stuff down. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just eat a cheese.
Yeah,
steak.
okay. So they're telling me that you need more protein if you want a bigger butt, y'all.
Yeah, protein builds muscle.
And during the time, I'm gonna tell you, during that time, and this is some education for you guys. Go ahead and type up education. Educate me. Go ahead and type that up. Educate me. Educate me.
Hey, educate me.
Okay. Go ahead, because if you don't say it, I'm 40 and it's gone. It's literally gone now.
Okay.
Let me drink some water.
Tina says, I have thought about it, but I'm just trying naturally. Okay. And Ms. Brown says, I agree with you on the butt. But what about getting a flat belly?
Okay, so
We have more comments.
I'm all
after
about
that,
flatter bellies. Like my stomach is flatter now. Hello, it's still got that fat flying from it, and that's cool. Cause flattening the stomach and tightening it up is two different things. We're still figuring this out. Okay. So you guys want to hear it? Okay. So this is a little fun fact. So remember when I said that when I was dieting and I was very stressed because I wasn't eating the way I was supposed to eat. During that time, I didn't eat any protein. I was doing like, I wasn't even doing keto. I was doing more like a vegan situation. Like I was almost vegan. And when you eat meat also helps to kind of like spike your insulin. So remember when I said a big butt means that you have some insulin problems or a lot of insulin in your system. That's why like with men after they get a certain age, they'll get big, huge stomachs. It's because they have a lot of insulin going on, among some other things. And so with that being said, if you want a bigger butt, insulin resistance is not good, but what you can do is you're going to increase your protein and you're going to exercise. Those two things right there will help balance, and maybe you'll put on a little more weight, but you want to do it in a healthy way. You don't want to do it where it makes you worse, if you will. Okay, so we're not trying to like say gain weight and then all of a sudden you're acquiring other issues that comes with weight gain. That's not what we want. Okay, did you guys understand what I was saying? That's a natural way.
Exactly.
So basically,
you understand.
If I had to tell you a natural way to increase your posterior, raise your insulin a little bit. Eat things that'll raise your insulin. What raises your insulin? Carbs, meat, dark meat, beef, something I don't eat a lot. But I'm gonna start eating a little more beef, only because I'm of a particular age and I know the difference now. When I was younger, if it was edible, I was eating it.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
Let's go down the list of the foods we used to eat.
We used to eat big beefers.
Oh.
In fact, that's one thing.
The
My
big
husband and I,
beefer.
we used to go out on dates, like
On
car
date
dates.
night, yes.
And you know where, if I'm saying car dates, you know where we ate, right? We ate at the fast food joints.
Yes, we did.
I remember one day he took me, this is before we were married, before I knew I had diabetes.
We were dating.
He got me a whole box of Krispy Kreme donuts.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And we sat there and we ate them, and I was big, but he loved me. He loved all of it. He loved me. Yes, he did. We ate big bufers from Checkers.
We did. And they had a special too, so we used to buy.
It was two for two.
2 for 2.
So we got four.
Like 4 of them.
And we ate all of them all in one sitting.
Yes, we did.
And I couldn't see 2 months later. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. You know, he didn't know better. I didn't know better. He was literally just.
We were having fun.
Killing me, really. This was gonna be a short marriage. It was gonna be a short marriage.
I had no idea. I really didn't. We were just doing what young people do.
Yeah.
I'd take my lady out to a fast food joint. We were chilling.
I remember he took me to the sub shop.
Oh!
I don't know if we were married then.
We were not married.
And he said, he said, what you want to eat? I said, I'm going to get a cheesesteak. I'm going to get a 12-inch cheesesteak, fries, and a soda. He said, we're going to split it? I said, no, this is all mine.
No, I think we were married.
I said, no, you get your 12-inch, and I'm going to get my 12-inch. We had a good eating time, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Oh,
we had a real good eating time.
We did.
And then all of a sudden,
we had whole subs of piece. Yeah.
Yeah, we would call ourselves the Fat Family.
We were.
Yes,
we were doing
Yes,
mukbangs way before it was popular.
Yeah, every Friday we would order out.
Yes, we would.
Anyway, those were the days. Salmon, guys. Okay, if you eat salmon, first of all, salmon is a high fat meat in and of itself. Okay, if you actually made salmon, the oil that comes off of that is just delicious. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The catfish is delicious. It really
It
is.
is.
Don't eat catfish, though.
All right, so guys, we gave you a little bit of back history on where we came from. So we actually know what the struggles are out here, guys. We know what it's like to have fast food temptations and have, foodie food nights. We know what it's like.
Right. So we would never sit here and say you gain weight by going those places. No, because you'll also acquire wellness conditions too with that. So if you want to gain weight in your butt area, which is a muscle, guys, it's nothing but a muscle. It's not fat. Have you noticed that they put fat back there, but your butt is muscle?
It is muscle.
So I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Oh, this is why they do that. Oh, I'm turning this thing off.
Oh, the muscle.
They're too quiet. They're too quiet because I just came up with a darn what they call light bulb.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody put your light bulbs up if you want me to say this thought. I need light bulbs up on my screen. If you just tuning in, just be like everybody else. Everybody running, you run too. So you don't even got to know what I'm talking about. Just go ahead
and
hit that light bulb.
The light button. Let me see the light buttons.
And you call out the light button.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna shout out some of the people who were in here and being active. So let's see. All right.
Every comment you make makes you into our supporters group. So go ahead, just make your comment so we can send you.
Okay, so we had a few people
Miss Deborah, you didn't follow directions. I said put up the light bulb, ma'am.
The light bulb.
I'm listening. You could have just put the light bulb up. Unless you on your computer. That's different. Okay,
yeah, she may not see a light bulb. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see the light bulbs coming through. Shout out to Miss Tia. I see the light bulbs. Miss Tina. I see the light bulbs. Miss Browning. I see the light bulbs. All right, I see them. They're coming up. Miss Lamika. I see the light bulbs. Okay. And Miss Deborah said, I am intently listening. Awesome, guys. Okay. All right. So
this is what's up, right?
Yeah, they want to know. Jenna.
This is not something I read. This is something I put together because I just recently heard about fat, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the fat that's on you, right? Like this fat that I have on me right now, I could probably sell it.
Please do not. Don't.
For some reason, my husband hates when I do that, but it is what it is. I'm losing weight, right? Because this is what a lot of people do, right? They start losing weight, right? Mm-hmm. And of course, this hanging skin, which has been on me literally since I was 15 years old. And this fat is still here because it doesn't need anything. Fat doesn't need any nutrients. It doesn't have any veins through it. It doesn't need any air. It literally just sits there for a rainy day. The posterior is all muscle. Muscle is not like that. It's expensive to keep up. You have to really be healthy to keep up muscle. You have to be on it. You have to eat enough protein. You have to exercise. You have to eat enough sugars, eat enough carbs for you to keep muscle. Because that's the first thing you lose. When people starve themselves, the first thing you lose is muscle. So you're thinking that you're losing fat. I lost muscle, guys. And so the fat's literally just hanging here like a gymnast. I can't stand that. How can I just tighten it up?
You have to build your muscle, Jenna.
Right, you have to build the muscle. Okay? So they put fat back there, but is it meant to be back there? Because where is it going to go? And that's why after a few years, your butt starts to get these divots in it. That's why if you've noticed, all the people who have had those augmentations back there, what do they use? Leotards, tight things, because that stuff is starting to just...
It's loose.
It's starting to just...
It's not attached to anything.
It's just... I'm like, you got a nice tight... Look, this is the thing about it. When somebody has an augmentation back there, and they look all good in their jeans, and they look good in their leggings, say, man, bump that. Let me see you in a bikini.
Right.
Now, when they first do it, it's tight. Get at them in 5 years.
I don't understand why they want
that. That thing gonna be hanging there like a darn...
like it's not part of them almost.
Right. It's gonna start sagging. That's why they go to the gym. They try to tighten it up. But
It's not attached.
It ain't attached to nothing. You just got it. You got free flowing fat up in there.
Yes!
And it's just sitting there.
That's what it
getting
is.
all nothing but cellulite. And am I hating? Oh, heck no, I ain't hating. I'm not hating. Because some people feel like this. I got the money. I'm going to do it. I'm like, that's fine. Everything's fine. Because I'm going to tell you. One thing that these professional doctors do is they're going to give you enough work. They're going to make you feel good for the first year or 2 or maybe even 3. They know that, but they know in 5 years, all that is going to be like this. And guess what they're going to have to do? Do it again. They're going to have to keep, like Miss Tina said, because that wasn't my words, I saw it. I'm like, she's absolutely right. They're going to have to keep doing it. And that's why people say that they get addicted to it. No, it's like a, what is it? Like you, it's like an entry thing.
Oh,
but it's not a one and done, darling. It don't matter how much you do all this stuff. Honey, it ain't doing nothing, honey. It's just going to plummet. It's just sitting there. And that's why they need them Fajas that smell horrible. Them things, I can just imagine them things smell. And then you start having feminine odor problems because you literally wearing latex all day. I even heard somebody say they be intimate with their Faja on. They just got to move it to the side because they have so much issues back there. The fat would just go ahead and plummet. And it's it's not good, y'all. See, you gotta talk to people who have had it for 5+ years. Don't talk to the people who are just 6 months out, 9 months out. It's tight. The doctors are very, very, very smart. They're not gonna have a whole bunch of people looking droopy. No, they're gonna have it where you can wear everything, and they're like, yeah. But then in 5 years.
And what is this thing about feeding the fat? Like, did they tell them? I've heard that they actually tell the people to eat more to help feed it.
I don't know, and it doesn't work because what's going to happen is everywhere else is going to get fat.
Yes,
And then it's like a roller coaster. Somebody asked, "What does a Faja look like?" Ooh. Okay, so I've never had one. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm assuming it looks like a girdle. Looks like a bathing suit that's really tight. And that's another thing too, guys. When you get these darn augmentations, you're going to have to wear these Fajas that are like a waist trainer for your whole body. So you ain't going to be able to breathe. Not breathing is going to slowly give you high blood pressure. It's also going to give you all kinds of issues mentally. A lot of these people who've had it, they're mentally disturbed. I don't mean no harm. Am I hating? No. Because that's the first thing people say when you talking against something. Oh, you hate. I'm hating on what?
On your pain?
Yeah, yeah. Pneumonia. You can't breathe. You can't sit. If you sit too long, your butt's going to blow up or something. Didn't y'all see that darn... This is another thing. I don't even know if it's still on Netflix. But it was, She's Gotta Have It. The series. Okay? And one of the friends, thank you.
You're welcome.
She fell on her butt and the whole thing exploded. Remember that?
I remember.
Do you remember that? She
It
got
was,
a butt augmentation. She was already
but that's some truth to it.
And where did she go to get her butt augmentation? To a hotel. You know they putting fix-a-flatten people.
Silicone fix-a-flat.
They putting all kinds of chemicals up there. All for you to have a bigger butt. What is the problem? Do you know what goes on back there? Like he said earlier, it's a dirty area. So you definitely, most definitely, if you do things not the correct way, you gonna get an infection. My husband had an infection years ago.
I did, guys, and she's about to tell you the story.
You want to hear how he got it? Like, here you go. He did a karate kick, right? Or at least he thought he did. He did a roundhouse. And the foot landed on our couch. And he landed on the floor hard. So all of a sudden, the next day, he started feeling bad and all that.
On my tailbone.
He fell on his tailbone. His tailbone actually pierced something that caused the internal bleeding. Anyway, one day, I told him, I said, look, sit in the darn tub. I gave him Epsom salts, right?
Mm-hmm.
He sat in the tub for about 30 minutes. A whitehead came up on that situation. I said, oh my gosh, look at this. And so you know what I did, right? I pulled it. And I tell you, when I pulled that area, the worst odor happened. It just smelled awful. It was an abscess, yes.
I had a fever.
He had a fever. I pulled it. But I'm going to tell you, I'm glad I did. We did go to the emergency room. He needed systemic, he needed like antibiotics and
I needed
he
antibiotics.
needed all of that. It was really, really bad. And to this day, he still feels tingles back there from it.
No, it's fine.
You told me you felt tingles. You used to feel tingles.
I used to, but it's gone now. You know how many years ago it was?
That's only because of our diet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it was terrible.
So it's dirty back there. And so it was crazy because a lady was like, got to be careful because when you're cleaning yourself, you got to make sure you don't get anything up in that area. So can you imagine, like, you can Google this. You can Google botched BBLs. And I have to warn you, the pictures are disgusting.
Mm.
And all of them were not necessarily from backyard BBLs. Some of them are probably from upstanding, situations. So you just don't know where you'll fall in the line of who's going to have a great time, who is going to heal better or heal greatly, and who's not going to heal the best, who's going to live and inhabit 5 years from now. Problems of autoimmune disease. The reason why you get autoimmune disease, guys, y'all just listening here, aren't y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just looking at me, just seeing how much information that Jenna's going to give. Hit them hearts, y'all.
I don't do roundhouse kicks anymore, guys.
This is what happens, guys. This is reason why autoimmune issues happen, because your body is going through something that is very foreign. And so it has to kind of speed up. Everything all right?
Mm-hmm. He's across the street back there. Mm-hmm.
You choked me to death. That's why this thing is around my neck.
Oh, what's going on? I just gave you some fruit. What's going on?
I'm trying to heal. I'm talking about healing, and I want this thing on my neck to heal because you choked me one night.
What? Oh, you a trip.
Just in case somebody in there like, what the heck has she got around her neck? It's my hand. It's my husband's hand around me.
That's a mole.
No, I'm talking about from the bandage. It broke me out.
Oh, well, you had a little
This is what I'm talking about. If you don't look, case in point, you know why I brought this up? Sometimes you have to put yourself on the line for a point.
Oh, okay. What's the point?
My point is the way you heal externally, you're gonna heal worse internally, right?
Yeah.
So if you cut yourself and it takes weeks for it to heal, would you be good for augmentation?
No.
Why? Because it takes longer.
Internally.
So
if you have a problem healing external or superficial cuts or things, then you have a problem with internal issues. Exactly. A real big problem.
And so that's why I'm saying if you have high blood pressure, if you are a diabetic, you can Google all of this stuff. It's true. The healing time for people with diabetes can be a little longer. Even if you feel like you have your sugar in balance. Just the fact that you're putting yourself through a huge ordeal, which forces your immune system to have to speed up, heal fast, Can you imagine? That's why you have autoimmune issues, because your body has to do extra stuff that it really didn't need to do. That's called an unnecessary situation. Somebody said, yes, I'm a nurse. See?
So they understand.
So you know exactly what I'm talking about, Miss Tia.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's another thing, like, and so are perfectly healthy people getting these surgeries? The answer would be no, because you're not mentally well here. Because why would somebody just arbitrarily just lay on a table and let somebody blind cut them? Okay? You're not thinking, you're only thinking with today. You're not thinking about years from now. You're not thinking about the ordeal that you're putting your own body through. You know, you're not even thinking about, does your family want to sit there and look at their mother suffer from pain and second guessing herself because you're going through this pain? Then the horrible odors that comes with it because your fluids are running. You know that the fluid is brown. That's plasma and pus and infection and all of that is constantly being placed. You have to go and get that cleaned out. I don't know, once or twice a week. I don't know how that goes. Or you have to have a nurse come to you. You know, you have to walk around on a walker. Some people have to retrain themselves to walk again, right?
They do. Yeah.
Eggs will help you get a bigger butt because it's protein. In fact, that is the most protein food out there. Okay? So yeah, eggs, brown rice, rice in general, I think, well, brown rice, of course, is healthier, but rice increases your insulin, guys. That's why I kind of like stay away from it. It increases the insulin. So anything that increases your insulin is going to help you to get a bigger butt. Chicken breast. I don't wonder why. It's a little more hormones in there, right?
It is.
I used to watch these people on YouTube, and they're called the Hodge Twins. Ladies, you might like them. And they were accused of doing steroids. Okay, so during the time in which they were being vegan, it got really small. But anyway, they were going through a bout of wanting to beef up, and they would eat a lot of chicken, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah, chicken is full of hormones.
It's full of hormones, and that's what's going on. Like if you see, that's why I keep my man out of chicken places, because the chicken sometimes can make everybody soft. Everybody, if you understand where I'm coming from. Okay, so that's what it is. It's a lot of hormones in it. So you can do that naturally. You don't have to take hormones. You don't have to do that. You can just eat chicken, and there you go. It'll heighten your voice. It'll make you more plumper and all of that. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions? This was a power pack video.
It sure was.
I hope this video helps you out. I hope you guys, if you were thinking about getting one of those surgeries, hopefully this will make you more educated. Take your time. Don't be eager for anything. Don't do it because your friend is doing it, because your friend may have a whole different makeup than you. Well, there's no may. They do. They have a whole different, so even if you're looking, and the thing about it is these people, these groups are saying, oh, mine was fine. You don't know if they're being paid. You don't know the real. You don't know what they really went through. A lot of people, they like to just tell the success part, but they don't like to tell the hard part, right?
That's so true.
And so you wanna know the pros and the cons, not just the pros. Okay? You want to know both. Like when you're reading reviews, you want to see the good and the bad. Because the bad ones sometimes are more truthful than the good ones. I'm just saying. Okay? So thanks for joining, guys. Follow the page. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And check your inboxes, guys, because we're going to send everybody who actually left a comment. You will get an invite into our support group so you can stay in contact with us. And so you'll get more information. I'll put some information up in my group about that as well. and things like that. So please make sure you download the app so you can be connected.